بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه. Today we will talk about the first chapter of the book al-Shifāء of Imam al-Qadi Iyad rahimahullah. The title of this chapter is في تعظيم العلي الأعلى لقدر هذا النبي المصطفى قولا وفعلا, which means in his estimation or the highest estimation to the value of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, by saying and by deeds. In another way, how God had give the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, a high position in what he says and in what he does. قال الفقيه القاضي الإمام أبو الفضل رحمه الله. Imam Abu al-Fadl is القاضي عياد. لا خفاء على من مارس شيئا من العلم أو خص بأدنى لمحة من فهم بتعظيم الله تعالى قدر نبينا عليه الصلاة والسلام, خصه إياه بفضائل ومحاسن ومناقب لا تنضبط لزمام, وتنويهه من عظيم قدره بما تكل عنه الألسنة والأقلام. In English, there is no hiding for someone who has practiced a little bit of science or has at least some understanding that God has valued his prophet with a high estimation, and he have given him specially some high, beautiful features that cannot be collected. And he had noted, speaking about his great value, which can no one talk about by tongues or by writing. In another meaning, God has valued the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, highly. He gave him some high ethics, some high features that no one else could collect or noted, and no one can give him the enough of speaking about him. People will speak as much they can about the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, about his personality, but they can never reach the level of fulfilling his rights. And people will write a lot of things, however, they cannot fulfill his rights as well. فمنها ما صرح به تعالى في كتابه ونبه به على جليل نصابه وأثنى به عليه من أخلاقه وآدابه وحض العباد على التزامه وتقلد إيجابه, فكان جل جلاله هو الذي تفضل وأولى ثم طهر وزكى ثم مدح بذلك وأثنى ثم أثاب عليه الجزاء الأوفى, فله الفضل بدءا وعودا وله الحمد أولى وأخرى. Imam al-Qadi Iyad says that one of these places where you can find, like God said about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, his book, the Quran. He mentioned his high honor, his high position that he had, and as well he showed his beautiful ethics and his beautiful manners, and he called people to follow this path that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has started. However, Imam al-Qadi Iyad says all of these things that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had, it's by given from God. God gave him this. He's the one who gave him this high position and this beautiful, great manners in the first time. And he's the one who cured him and made him grow in this way. And he's the one who was saying the beautiful things about him. And he's the one, God is the one who rewards him enough in a very beautiful way about what he did. So it's the given from God, it's the blessing from God at the first time and at the end. So for him, we say thank you at the first time and at the end. which means that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is a fruit from a tree that God planted. He's the one who created him. He's the one who guided him to this path. He's the one who sent him the last book. He's the one who made him the light for this world. So that's why we should at the end turn back to thank God about that. And then Imam Qadi Iyad says, ومنها ما أبرزه للعيان من خلقه على أتم وجوه الكمال والجلال, which means one of these things that God gave to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he made it clear to people in a beautiful, perfect, magnificent way. Particularly beautiful appearance, beautiful ethics, and beautiful values. These are the things that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had, and supported him by beautiful miracles and clear evidence and beautiful gifts from him that's been seen by the people who were in his time and the people who could see him in last of his years, and they were certain about it. And the people who were after the death of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, they know it for certain. Certainly they followed it because they know who is the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Imam Qadi Iyad says, until that fact reached us, which means that in his time, this knowledge was transferring from someone to another one until reach him in his time. He says, until his likeness, the likeness of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was over all of us. So, if we could talk about these 3 paragraphs or 2 minutes, there is no hiding that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is a special person, that God has given him high position in this life and in afterlife by being the last prophet with a universal message, not for a couple of people, but for everyone in this universe, for the Arab, for non-Arab, for everyone. And also God has given the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, a very beautiful ethics and a very beautiful appearance. These are things given from God. Anything in the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and after the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is gift from God. Then Qadi Iyad spoke about that these things were not hidden. It was appearing for everyone, for the Muslims and for non-Muslims. And these beautiful features of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, were supported by miracles and clear evidence that he is a prophet and that he is sent by God, the only one God. And those things were witnessed by a lot of people in his life, those who believed in him. And also it's a certain thing and very clear for the people who came after and they believe in it. So those ideas were the things that Imam Qadi Iyad wants us to know about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Thank you so much, and let's keep digging in this book.